Hello and welcome to another edition of Press Coverage, now complete with this table here. I mean, the quality of production just continues to skyrocket.
Birds 24/7 news desk.
This is
Got
unbelievable.
Got it all
right
set.
here. This is nice. So we got some predictions to get into, but first let's take a look at the NFC East and kind of where the Eagles fit in it. They have a game coming up against Washington.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big one,
Yeah.
and the NFC East doesn't seem like a total juggernaut. But where do you think that the Eagles fit kind of within it?
Well, with NFC East, it's almost as if it's process of elimination. I mean, you don't necessarily think about who's going to win it, but who won't lose it. The Cowboys are obviously in a really tough situation with Romo out and Des Bryant out for at least another month, maybe longer for Romo. With the Redskins, you don't have a lot of consistency with what you can expect from their quarterback. Secondary, obviously, some question marks there. And the Giants haven't been overly impressive either. So although the Eagles haven't been stellar to start the season, they definitely, to me, have the highest ceiling of the four teams, and that's what, I mean, you can really bank on if they make a run. It's just because their offense is going to get going, and their defense is going to continue their good play.
Yeah, I think with Dallas, it's just a matter of whether they can tread water long enough to get their boys back in and then have that nice stretch run with Tony Romo and with Des Bryant back.
Yeah.
And there they might be a step ahead of the Eagles if they can maintain in the meanwhile. So I'm looking at that game right after the bye week. Sunday night football in Dallas. And, hey, they might have Kiko Alonso for that one, as we're starting to find out here. Yeah. So that's the one to circle, but upcoming one against Washington, and it's no small game either. How do you see this playing out?
I think the Eagles are going to eke out the win. You know, the Redskins, what they've been able to get going so far is the run game with Matt Jones and Alfred Morris in the backfield. And Kirk Cousins hasn't had to win games for them. He's just had to be essentially a game manager. But the Eagles' defense, obviously, their strength is stopping the run. And I think they'll be able to do that against the Redskins. And they're going to make Kirk Cousins have to make big plays and make good throws down the field to beat them over the top. But I expect the Eagles to win a close one. They're not going to score a ton of points, but their defense, like New York, they're going to carry them to a victory.
Yeah, and I think that Chip might have to reshape the way he does things a little bit because it's turning out that the strength of this team is going to be the defense, I think, and in particular that front seven that you talk about. Yeah. And I think even the defensive back is starting to come into form. Billy Davis's unit is starting to show itself as the best unit, at least compared to the offense. Yeah. But will he do that? That's another question. Will he take a foot off the gas? Will he go less tempo? I mean, that's going to be a very tough pill for Chip Kelly to swallow. But I do like him for this week, and specifically just what you said with the matchup with the run game against a stout run defense. Yeah. Kirk Cousins isn't very good. And I feel like they should be able to turn him over. So as long as Sam Bradford doesn't throw a bunch of balls to the opposition, I think they should hang in there. All right, thanks for joining us for another edition of Press Coverage. Josh Paul-Neal, Tim McManus. We'll catch you next time right here on Birds 24/7. This brand new nice desk here.